Hi, we are Group 4 and we are going to present about the Trivago growing up without growing up. First of all, let me introduce myself, Muhammad Arif Ahmed Abdullah Sadi, and my teammate which is Azraliana binti Mahmud and Siti Noalia Balkish binti Azman.
Now we move to introduction part. Firstly, I would like to begin with the background of Trivago. Trivago is a German-based hotel meta-search company founded in 2005. The company operates an online platform that allows travelers to compare hotel prices from multiple booking websites and identify the most suitable accommodation options. Furthermore, between 2016 and 2018, Trivago experienced rapid global growth, particularly after its initial public offering (IPO) in 2016. During this period, the company focused heavily on digital marketing and television advertising to increase brand awareness worldwide. Next, I will explain Trivago's vision. Trivago's vision is to become the leading global hotel search platform by increasing brand awareness and being the first choice for travelers searching for hotel price comparisons. The vision reflects the company's long-term aspiration to become a market leader in the online travel industry. For example, Trivago invested heavily in television advertising and global expansion to ensure that travelers would immediately think of Trivago when searching for hotels online. Next is Trivago's missions. Trivago missions is to simplify the hotel search process by providing fast, transparent, and comprehensive price comparison from multiple booking platforms during a period of rapid digital expansion. The mission highlights Trivago's commitment to customer convenience and transparency. Rather than selling hotel rooms directly, the company focused on helping users make better decisions and comparing hotel price from different websites in one place. To support its vision and mission, Trivago established several strategic objectives. The first objective is to strengthen global brand recognition through aggressive marketing campaigns, particularly television advertising. This objective is evident in the case study where Trivago invested significantly in global advertising campaigns. These advertisements help build a strong brand image and increase awareness among travelers worldwide. Move on to objective number 2 is to expand user base across international markets. Trivago achieved this objective by entering new countries and offering service in multiple languages. This allowed the company to reach a wider audience and increase its global market share. This objective reflects an international strategy where firms expand beyond domestic markets to achieve growth and gain access to new customer segments. The third objective is to improve platform technology and user experience. As a technology-driven company, Trivago continuously invests in search algorithms, data, analytics, and website improvements to ensure users can find hotel information quickly and accurately. The final objective is to increase revenue through advertiser, partnership, and referral traffic. Trivago generates revenue through its cost per click or revenue as CPC business model. Hotels and booking platforms pay Trivago whenever users click on their listings. This objective demonstrates how strategic alliances can create value for both parties. Trivago benefits from advertising revenue while booking platforms gain potential customers.
Alright, I will explain about case study purpose. So the first one is to evaluate digital marketing strategy. The second one is to access user experience. The third one is to identify competitive advantage. And lastly is to examine market challenge. Alright, let's kick things off with why we are doing this case study at the first place. Basically, we have four main goals here. First, we want to look at Trivago digital marketing strategy to see how they got everyone talking about them. Second, we are accessing the user experience, like how easy is it actually for someone to find a room. And third, we want to find out what makes Trivago. We want to find out what makes Trivago stand out from the crowd, which is their competitive advantage. And lastly, we will examine the market challenge they had to face along the way. Think of this as a roadmap for our analysis today. Alright, I will explain about general environment. The first one is political segment. The political environment in Europe was generally stable and supportive of digital growth, creating strong opportunity for the company policy, promoting European Union integration, cross-border trade, and e-commerce allowed Trivago to scale its platform across multiple countries with fewer barriers. While government support for digital infrastructure further boosted online business development, at the same time, there were political concerns such as increasing regulation on data protection, consumer rights, and online transparency, which required Trivago to comply with stricter rules. So now let's look at the bigger picture, the general environment. If we look at the political segment first, Trivago had a pretty good run in Europe because things were stable and supportive of digital growth. E-commerce policy allowed them to expand across border easily, but it was not all a walk in the park. They also had to deal with stricter rules regarding data protection and consumer rights. Think of how we get those annoying pop-up asking to accept cookies. Nowadays, that's the kind of regulation they had to comply with. Alright, so the next one is the economy. The economic environment provided both strong opportunity and some concern for Trivago growth, leading to increased international travel demand. However, economic uncertainties in part of Europe, such as Eurozone debt crisis, pose concern as fluctuating exchange rate and uneven economic recovery could affect travel demand. Moving on to the economic side, a massive boom in international travel gave Trivago a huge boost. However, they also had to handle economic instability like the Eurozone debt crisis and fluctuating exchange rate, which made people a bit more cautious about spending money on trips.
For the next general environment analysis, we must look at the socio-demographic factors. The increasing use of internet and widespread smartphone adoption have significantly changed consumer behavior. More travelers now prefer to search and book accommodation online because it is faster and more convenient. This trend has benefited Trivago by making its platform easily accessible to a larger audience. However, customers also expected a greater transparency, user-friendly interface, and also personalized recommendation. And in addition, cultural difference and travel preference also across various regions require Trivago to continuously adapt its platform to meet its diverse consumer needs. And the second one is the technological factors. Technology plays a crucial role in Trivago's success. The rapid development of online travel platform and meta-search technology allows users to compare hotel prices from multiple booking websites in a single search. Trivago utilizes advanced algorithm, data analytics, and its cost per click or CPC bidding system to improve user experience and create increased platform visibility. And the last one is the environmental factors. The market has experienced a global shift towards online booking. The industry is highly competitive and dominated by major players such as Expedia Group and Priceline Group, which invest highly in advertising to attract customers. To compete effectively, Trivago positioned itself as an independent hotel meta search platform. Through its CPC bidding model, Trivago provides a hotel and travel agency with a measurable and performance-based marketing channel, allowing them to reach potential customers more efficiently.
Okay, then I will explain about Portal 5 forces. The first one, we have trade of new entrants, which is moderate to high. For the high marketing cost, new entrants need massive capital to build brand recognition through aggressive advertisement campaign. And for the network effect, is it difficult for new platform to compete without an established network of both user and hotel partner? For new entrants, the threat is moderate to high because even though anyone can build a website, it takes a massive amount of cash to market it and match Trivago established network. The second one is bargaining power of buyer, which is high. For zero switching cost, traveler can easily switch platform because Trivago comparison service are completely free to use. The second one is price sensitivity. Users are highly sensitive to rate and actively look for independent platform to find the lowest price. When it comes to buyer, which mean us, the traveller our power is incredibly high. There are zero switching costs. If we don't like Trivago price, we can instantly jump to another app since it's totally free to use. Next, bargaining power of supplier. For the market duopoly is the online travel market is heavily dominated by two giants, Expedia and the Priceline Group. For the budget control, Trivago relies entirely on the willingness of this major supply to spend their marketing budget on its bidding platform. As for supplier, namely the hotel and big booking site, their power is also high. The market is basically ruled by two giants, Expedia and Priceline, and Trivago depends heavily on them deciding to spend their marketing budget on Trivago platform. Alright, next is threat or substitute. For the search engines, consumer can bypass meta search platform completely by searching for accommodation directly on Google. For the direct channel, traveller can choose to book directly through hotel website, phone reservation or traditional offline travel agency. The threat of substitute is also high because customer can easily bypass meta search engines completely and just look up hotel directly on Google or call the hotel directly. And then, last but not least is intensity of competitive rivalry. So for the head-on battle, Trivago face direct and fierce competition from well-established meta such rival like Kaya and TripAdvisor. All of this lead to an intense competitive rivalry. Trivago is in a constant head-on battle with massive platform like Kaya and TripAdvisor, fighting aggressively just to be the first app you open when planning a vacation.
Okay, for the first part is the external factor evaluation. It is a strategic management tool used to evaluate the company external environment, which help Trivago systematically identify and evaluate this factor to understand their potential impact on the business. Based on our analysis, Trivago has a total weighted score of 2.95, indicating that the company is responding well to the external environment. The first one, in the opportunity section, there are 5 key factors, which is the first one is growing number of traveller, which is our most significant opportunities with a weighted score of 0.60. The second one is the increased traveller demand for price transparency. This also hold a high weighted score of 0.60 as it is aligned with our core service. The third one is the expanding online hotel market. As more consumers move away from traditional booking method and focus on the online booking method. The fourth one is the enhanced use of data and information system, which allows us to provide a better and more personalized user experience. And the last one is the increased demand of the hotel industry, providing us with more inventory to offer our user. Next, in the transaction, we evaluate for the critical external factor, which is the first one is the intense competition from our major player, like Priceline, TripAdvisor, and Kayak, which is our competition. This is our highest weighted threat at 0.20. Second is our dependency on Google dominant search position, which make us vulnerable to their search algorithm changes. The third one is the massive marketing spent by rival, who are, as I said earlier, has spent over 3.5 billion annually to capture market share. And the last one is the maturity of meta search market in core region, which may lead to a slower growth in established market. Next, we move to the internal factor evaluation. This allows us to look inside our company to identify our opportunities and threats. Our internal analysis show a total weighted score of 2.85. The first strength is the massive global reach. We connect users to 1.3 billion hotels and over 200 booking sites, earning our highest weighted score of 0.60. Second one is the rapid sales growth. Our historical revenue growth remains a core strength. And the third one is the strong brand awareness. Aggressive marketing has made the Trivago a household name among the people. And the fourth one is the data-driven performance tool, which is the Trivago 360. We use sophisticated internal system to manage our talent and performance. And the last one is the high employee engagement and open communication. Our unique company culture empowers our workforce to stay agile. And next we move on to the threats part. We must the first one is the communication delay. As we have grown over to 1.2 thousand employees, the spread of information flow has started to slow down. And the second one is the high advertising cost. Maintaining our market position require a massive and continuous investment in marketing. The third one is organizational complexity. Rapid scaling has led to the emergence of hierarchies and silos that can hinder the innovation. And the last one is the split office location. Until our new campus is completed, the physical distance between employees and different buildings poses a risk to social cohesion and collaboration.
Next, I will continue about competitor analysis and SWOT analysis. Before discussing the competitors, I would like to explain what competitor analysis means. Competitor analysis is a strategic management tool used to identify and evaluate a company's competitors by examining their strengths, weaknesses, strategies, and market position. The purpose of competitor analysis is to help a company understand its competitive environment and identify opportunities and threats in the industry. For the Trivago case study, competitor analysis is important because it helps evaluate how Trivago performs compared to major competitors in the online travel and hotel booking market. Based on our analysis, we selected three major competitors, which are Booking.com, TripAdvisor, and Trivago. First is Booking.com. Booking.com's main strengths include a large hotel inventory, direct booking service, strong global presence, and high customer trust. Their focus area is providing a complete direct booking platform where customers can search and book accommodation in one place. Second is TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor is known for trusted travel reviews, a strong customer community, and various travel-related service. Their focus is helping users make travel decisions through reviews and recommendation. The third is Trivago. Trivago mainly focused on hotel meta search and price comparison. Its strengths are advanced technology, broad international presence, and helping customers compare price across multiple booking platforms instead of booking directly. From this analysis, we can see that each company has different competitive advantage and market focus. We move on to the CPM, which is competitive profile matrix. After identifying competitors, the next step is using the competitive profile matrix or CPM. CPM is a strategic management tool used to compare a company against its competitors based on critical success factors. Each factor is assigned a weight based on importance and a rating to measure performance. The higher the total weighted score, the stronger company's competitive position. Based on our CPM result, Booking.com obtained the highest weighted score of 3.85, indicating the strongest competitive position among the three companies. Booking.com performed strongly because of customer trust and service diversity. Meanwhile, Trivago achieved a score of 3.50, showing good performance, especially in technology, global presence, and marketing capability. However, Trivago has lower service diversity because it mainly focuses on meta search rather than direct booking. TripAdvisor scored 3.40, supported by strong brand trust and travel review services. Overall, this CPM showed that although Trivago remains competitive, there is still an opportunity for improvement, especially in expanding service while maintaining its strength in price, comparison, and technology. Moving on to the SWOT analysis. Through this analysis, we can better understand Trivago's current competitive position and identify strategies for future growth. Firstly, one of Trivago's main strengths is its strong global brand recognition. As discussed earlier, Trivago invested heavily in television advertising and digital marketing campaigns. As a result, the company became one of the most recognized hotel search platforms worldwide. For example, in Malaysia, many consumers immediately think of Grab when they need transportation service. Similarly, travelers often associate hotel price comparison with Trivago. Secondly, Trivago possesses advanced meta search technology. Their platform allows users to compare hotel price from multiple booking websites within seconds, making the search process more efficient. Furthermore, this technological capabilities supports Trivago's differentiation strategy by offering convenience and transparency to customers. Lastly, Trivago maintains an innovative and entrepreneurial culture despite rapid organizational growth. According to the case study, the company encouraged creativity, experimentations, and employee empowerment. Therefore, this culture enables Trivago to adapt quickly to change in the highly competitive online travel industry. Moving on to the weaknesses. One major weakness is Trivago's dependence on advertising revenue. The company relies heavily on its cost per click business model, where advertisers pay whenever users click on hotel listings. As a result, any decline in advertising spending could directly affect the company's revenue. Next weakness is limited service diversification. Unlike competitors such as Booking.com, which offer direct hotel bookings, flights, and transportation service, Trivago mainly focuses on hotel price comparison. Therefore, the company has fewer revenue streams compared to its competitors. Lastly, Trivago depends heavily on third-party booking platforms such as Expedia and Booking.com. Since Trivago does not directly complete hotel bookings, it relies on these partners to generate referral revenue. This creates a risk because changes in partner relationship could negatively impact business performance. Next, one significant opportunity is the growth of online travel bookings. Today, more travelers prefer using digital platforms to search and book accommodations. As a result, Trivago can attract more users and increase traffic to its platform. Another opportunity is expansion into emerging markets. Countries in Asia, Africa, and Latin America continue to experience growth in internet usage and tourism activities. Therefore, Trivago can expand its customer base in these regions. Lastly, Trivago can strengthen its strategic partnership and alliances. Collaborating with travel agencies, airlines, and tourism organizations can create additional value for customers and increase revenue opportunities. We move to the threats. The biggest threat facing Trivago is intense competition. Competitors such as Booking.com and TripAdvisor possess strong brands, extensive resource, and diversified service. Therefore, Trivago must continuously innovate to remain competitive. Another threat is rapid technological advancement. Technology evolves quickly, and competitors may develop more advanced search platforms and AI capabilities. Consequently, Trivago must continuously invest in innovation to stay relevant. Lastly, stricter data privacy and security regulations pose a threat. As a digital platform, Trivago collects significant amounts of user data. Therefore, the company must ensure compliance with regulations to avoid legal penalties and maintain customer trust. Next, I will explain about SWOT metrics. Based on the SWOT analysis, a SWOT matrix was developed to identify suitable strategic alternative for Trivago. Firstly, under the strength opportunity strategy, Trivago can leverage its strong brand recognition and advanced technology to expand into emerging markets and capitalize on the growing demand for online travel bookings. Secondly, under the weakness opportunity strategy, Trivago can diversify its service through strategic partnership and invest in new technologies to reduce its dependence on advertising revenue. This will help create a more sustainable and diversified business model. Next, under the strength strategy, Trivago can utilize its advanced technology and data analytics capabilities to remain competitive and stay ahead of its rivals. At the same time, strengthening customer loyalty and enhancing user experience can help reduce the impact of intense competition. Lastly, under the weakness traits strategy, Trivago should focus on improving cost efficiency to better withstand economic downturns and market uncertainties. In addition, the company should strengthen its data privacy and security measures to ensure compliance with regulations and maintain customers' trust.